Hi everyone, today I want to show you quickly how to make orange chicken in this video, and it'll be under 10 minutes. So what you're going to need is you're going to have chicken. In this case I'm going to be using 4 thighs. I already washed them. What you'll do next is cut them into strips. And it doesn't have to necessarily be strips, but you can also make it into like small pieces like that. Whatever to your liking. You can use the skin if you want. Some people I know don't like to use the skin, but one thing I do, which I did before I recorded, was I removed the fat that was that excess like adipose tissue that was on the outside. So I'll show you with this one real quick. As you can see, right along all this edge, all that you don't really need. A lot of fat's going to run off when you cook it, but you still want to get a lot of the excess off. Just like that. We want to use a fairly sharp knife. You'll see that it's really thin. Almost like saran wrap layer over it. That's like the slow tissue that you want to separate, and then get all the excess out of this tissue out. You're not going to be able to get all of it, obviously, but the more the better. Another thing I did too is also the back of the skin. Where the skin is, you lift it up, and you'll see what I'm talking about with that thin layer. You can get slightly, so you like almost like straight. You don't get all of it, but if you can, I'll help you do that. Pass that one. That moves it all. Should probably use a smaller knife, but those knives I have right now are not as sharp, so that's why I'm using a knife that I know is sharp, so I can do this real quick. See all that right there. With it, but be careful. It's almost out. All this one. And then once you finish that, like I said, you're gonna have it all into strips. And it falls out. You know, some people it doesn't matter them. Anyway. So after you do that, then you have your chicken in strips. And I'll be back until you get these. Okay, so on my last thigh, after you get that funnel out, you just try to make one. Like that. I want to save some of the meat on there, because what you can do is you can actually make some soup with it. But I'll do that first. But that, I'm showing you guys today. And when you get it off the bone, then you just hold it tight, put your hands on the space you're cutting. Like I said, my knife is really not that sharp. Sharpen it. And after you have your meat cut, and what I do to make it a little easier on myself is I put it into a Ziploc bag. Next step, what you're going to need to do is have yourself prepared an egg. You only need one. So roughly, I'm going to be cooking about 2 pounds. Take your meat, put it in your bag, and cleanse up your cutting board, and have some little bits. So the next part we're going to do is have yourself an egg. So hopefully you can crack it. You can crack it 2 hands in my hand. I'm actually going to use a spoon and just be firm with it. But what I actually like to do is to go against the outer edge of a bowl or measuring cup, for instance. It's really good. Before you use your egg, you always check it to make sure your egg didn't go bad. In this instance, it's good. It didn't look mushy. Coloring is fine. You can use a whisk or a spoon or a fork. Anything that's good. Roll it up. Beat it out. After that, put that aside. That's not actually good for dipping your meat in. So after I beat my egg, what I'm going to do is put my egg with my chicken. You can actually dip your egg into it, but essentially that's best for that. This way it's not as messy. After you put that bag, it seems like it mixed well. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it into a bowl. Since you don't want to make a lot of dishes, this is one way to try to go around that. What you're going to do is you can use the same bag or get another Ziploc bag. For time, I'm just going to show you with this. So what you're next going to do is get your flour. You're going to use a 1/4 cup of flour. Pour it into your measuring cup. half a cup. And what you're gonna do is put that into your bag, because again, you're gonna mix all of your chicken together. And then you're gonna need, actually, you need a half cup of flour and a quarter cup, actually, half a cup of cornstarch, half a cup of flour. Since I use a half a cup of flour instead of a quarter cup, I'm going to increase my cornstarch to a cup, because since I probably have more than a pound of chicken, it shouldn't be a problem. And that's roughly a cup, which is 8 ounces. You can see it's right around here. It doesn't have to be exact. I usually don't measure things, but since I'm trying to show you guys how to do this, I'm going to try to have it as accurate, or as close to the right amounts of things for you guys. But again, cooking's art, so you can do it. You can always adjust as needed. So you want to always put your dry goods together and mix. I should have did my dry before my wet. That's why I baked in the measuring cup. But anyway, so you're going to mix the flour up with your cornstarch. It should have been, again, a quarter cup of flour to half a cup of cornstarch, but I did half a cup of flour to a cup of cornstarch. So you basically the same proportions, 2 to 1. So then what you're going to do is get in your chicken, and you're going to put some chicken at a time in your bag. Make sure it's all off your hand. And just start a mix. You can seal it, but we're doing this quite a bit, so. What you're going to do is have another bowl available so that you can put the chicken that you're done with in that, and then you can fry it all at the same time. So while I'm doing this, and it's snowing cornstarch and flour, I have 2 tablespoons of peanut butter oil in a frying pan. You can use also vegetable oil or any other type of oil of your preference, but I like the way peanut oil makes chicken taste. So if you haven't tried it, that's one good tip. Hi, so I don't know where I stopped recording, but basically, after you cut your chicken, you beat the egg, and after the egg is beat, then you're going to have half a cup of cornstarch to a quarter cup of flour, but since I messed up, I don't usually measure things, but it should be fine because I cut up enough chicken. I'm actually using 1 cup of cornstarch to to half a cup of flour, so you get the same proportion. So then what I was saying, you put the chicken into the bowl, that's already mixed with the egg, and in your bag, you put your flour and your cornstarch, so then you take your chicken out and put it back in, and it's not as messy, and it's not as many dishes. And then you put it into your other bowl, so you can get the excess flour and cornstarch mix off of it before it goes into your fire, or your pan, I should say. And here's my last bit. And while I'm doing this, I have 2 tablespoons of peanut butter oil, not peanut butter, peanut oil that I have heating up on the stove. So by the time I finish this, my pan should be hot. And like I said, overall, it's probably about 30 minutes or so. It only takes maybe about 5 minutes to fry. But I'm hoping I can get all of this talking and do it so that you can have a short video around 10 minutes. So after you mix your flour with your cornstarch and chicken, you can add some black pepper to it. I'm going to use like about a pinch. But since I'm doing orange chicken, some people also put like about a teaspoon of salt, but I'm not going to be using salt because we don't really use much salt. So after your chicken is coated well like this, then it can go in your pan. You're probably going to end up having to add more oil as you go. But I like to start with at least 2 tablespoons. The most that I would use is to fill the bottom of the pan, but not more than that. So while we have this done, I'm pushing this aside and trying to get up the excess flour that's in my bowl. And then I'm going to push this aside and I'm going to tell you what you're going to need for your orange chicken sauce. So what you're going to need is 1 tablespoon of your cornstarch. And you're going to need 2 tablespoons of mirin, which is like rice wine. One of my mom's scattered them today. But give me 1 second, I'll get it. Alright, so I'm back. So this is mirin. You can get it at like your local Asian grocery store. You can put about 2 tablespoons. And the next ingredient you're going to need is a quarter cup of water. I already have my water together. Quarter cup of water. Then you're going to need 1 tablespoon of your sesame oil. So I'm going to use half a tablespoon, probably 1 tablespoon. And then you're going to need 3 tablespoons of your soy sauce. I'm using 7 sticks. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to need 10 tablespoons of sugar. We usually use brown sugar. I'm charging cord. I'm actually going to get a clean spoon. So 10 tablespoons. And then you're going to need 10 or equal part of your vinegar. So you can use white vinegar, but since I'm trying to be a bit healthier, I'm going to use mother or apple cider vinegar with mother. In this instance, I'm using White House. That's all good. And then when you finish, you can get an orange. In this instance, I'm using Rose. And what you're going to do with your orange is you're actually going to grate it to get the zest, which is the outer peel, and you want it really fine. That's where a lot of your orange juice comes from, obviously. You can also use orange juice if you have it. I don't today, I forgot to take it out. But you can actually squeeze some of your orange into the sauce if you want to have more of that orange aroma and strong, but a stronger taste. But basically, if you do all this, it should taste pretty close to if you went to like Panda Express or another Chinese restaurant that serves orange chicken. That's pretty decent and really good. It should taste very close to that. If you follow my instructions, you should have a good chicken dish. I have to read this. I know you guys want to watch it. So one second. When you grate, you want to go all the way down so you see the flesh. But in this case, it's like you'd be surprised how many people don't actually use the orange peel in their cooking, and the orange peel actually has a lot of benefits. Okay, when you get to the end, you have to watch yourself to make sure you don't get your fingers. So, almost there. What I like to do is I like to prepare my sauce before I start cooking, but sometimes if you're pressed for time, you can already be cooking your chicken while you're making your sauce. You can make it also inside of your oven, but this time I'm going to be doing it on top of the stove because it's faster. And like I said, it'll be about 5 minutes or so for the chicken to be after my minced garlic. I'm going to cut up ginger, and I'm going to have about a tablespoon of that cut very thin. And you don't have to, but it's optional. I like to add scallions on top of it, just like a garnish. But that's as soon as it's done. Now today what I'm going to do is after I finish making the chicken, I'm going to actually be, after I finish making the chicken, I'm going to be making my dough proper. So I'll show you briefly how I make that. So my 1 tablespoon of ginger added to my 2 tablespoons of garlic. Alright, I'm back. I had to switch actually where my videos are being stored because I ran out of space. So what you're going to do is take your chicken and cut it in small pieces. Put it, in my case, in peanut oil. Now mine's cooking together because I let it sit while I was doing everything else. So if you do it all at once and don't talk a lot like me, then it won't come like this. I'll show you how it looks when it finishes. For those of you guys who like ASMR, I'll let you guys get about a minute or so just listening to it. So after your chicken is thoroughly cooked, and you don't see it basically pink anymore, I believe the internal temperature is like, if you use a meat thermometer, probably around 165. But anyway, once it's thoroughly cooked, then you're going to add your orange sauce, which I'll show you what that looks like. And you want to make sure you mix it well. My sauce looks probably darker than sometimes because I use brown sugar. You also can switch it up by, instead of just using apple cider vinegar, you can also use rice vinegar, but I use mirin, so you're going to get a little bit of a similar effect, but not like, you just have to try it to see what I'm talking about. You also can also use white vinegar and regular white granulated sugar, or whatever sugar of your choice. But a lot of dishes, after you have it coated with flour and cornstarch, you actually can do a lot of different dishes with it. Like you can make sweet and sour chicken, you can make orange, well we're doing orange chicken, but you can also do honey chicken, and like chicken and broccoli, chicken and other vegetables. Your options are pretty much endless. So if you get to this step, then you're pretty good to make a lot of other chicken dishes that are stir fry. Okay, so I'm going to pause it and then I'll show you how it is when it's all done. Okay. Alright, after your chicken is almost all thoroughly cooked, it's been about 5 minutes, and I'm going to pour my sauce I made for the orange chicken on top. And just cook it a little longer. And what you can do, you don't have to, is once you finish, what I do is I usually preheat my oven. So let me do that real quick. I put it around 350, and I will put it inside for like another 5 minutes or so, sometimes even longer while I'm cooking other food. So then it keeps my food not only heated, but it's thoroughly also cooked. If you, don't have a meat thermometer, and that piece of chicken is going to be going to one of them for Dante or Velvet, because they wished it out of my pot. And, well, you can't really see too well, so I'll get closer. You'll see the sauce actually, see how it got thick? And that's exactly the texture you want. You want it to end up being like a sticky taffy. That's about it. So my extra little tip I was telling you about when it's almost done is you can add your minced garlic and ginger that you chopped up, so it's almost like a meal. That's what it looks like. Not too bad, right? So actually, since my piece of scallion I'm going to be using is actually pretty big, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few on it right now. The only thing too, if you like your chicken a little bit more on the spicy side, you can also add like about, maybe I would say about half a teaspoon of like the red pepper that's crushed. But again, I don't want to get it over spicy, so on 9 for the area of the dish, and I'm going to throw it in the oven at 350 for like 5 minutes while I'm going to be heating up my dumplings. Well, put them there. But anyway, I'll save that for my next video, but I'll probably end up having the dumpling video shared before this one, since I'm probably going to edit some things out. Okay, so I'll show you once it's done. I keep saying that. I don't know why I keep saying it, but anyway, I really will listen. Alright, I'm back. So this is how my orange chicken came out after I put it in the oven for about 5-10 minutes or so. I had it in there while I was making my homemade sweet teriyaki romaine. So anyway, I hope that from this you learned something new. And if you did like this type of video, don't forget to hit subscribe, to give me a like, comment down below, as well as to hit the bell for more notifications. Bye for now.